The myth of Bigfoot has been around for a long time. Most people are pretty skeptical of the creature. Some people believe it. We're about to go to an undisclosed location in Carroll County where a lady who has claimed not only to have met Bigfoot has made a website about it and goes weekly searching for this large creature. As we walked and she told me about Bigfoot, I knew that at least she believed it, and if anything, her stories were like reading a book that may or may not be based on a true story.
I'm sure what they're doing is they're digging up the ground and
I just kind of wondered about it.
It is the last remaining historic saddle tree factory in the United States. Let's go inside and look at history from the present. Come with me.
The point of the space is with our windows looking at Madison is that's the art. That's the view, is to take in the people, to take in the architecture.
Method acting is not understood by most people. Weep no more, my lady.
Get up now, get to work and turn it down. Get up.
It is Earth Day. Did you know that?
We certainly did. April 22nd.
Yes, I did hear that.
I didn't know today was Earth Day, but there's so many days on the calendar, it's something.
Some of the earth has been pushed up, and if there's water moving, then all of a sudden you get a dip down, and so the water will go off of a cliff.
We are now inside Blush on Main.
So no matter where you're from, come to the Children's Museum in Indianapolis and experience this important part of Indiana history.
Handcrafted wines, usually family-owned. We carry the full complement of sweet and dried, red and white. We have a limited menu, but it's a lot of good things to eat with wine. Appetizers, salads, desserts.
The Old Settlers Meeting, it has had its ups and downs. I've always contended we may not be the biggest, but we think we're the best.
At Tuesday's Madison Council meeting, two major things were brought up that is helping earn the city's current aura as being almost a, quote, renaissance of occurrences. It is speculated that the male driver of the silver Cadillac sedan was heading west when he hit the hilly curve and flipped his car on its side. Both Madison Township and City of Madison fire departments arrived to help extricate the driver using axes. The robins are digging in your yard, your lawnmower is starting to get antsy. People are walking dogs and flowers are blooming in random spots.
The thing we realized tonight, the number one priority is we have to find a piece of property, and then we can move forward from there. One
of the main concerns was the location of the new jail, which was originally going to be the Jefferson Proving Grounds. It proved to be too costly for utilities, up to $3 million. WKM News takes a look back through time as we compare 1969 to 2019 on 50 Years Ago Friday.
Reimagine Madison is an effort by the Cornerstone Society to have people think about what has been.
Tower Tack Factory, where they used to make products like this. A tack.
1, 2, 3. It's a fantastic project. We're going to have some apartments here in this building. It's been vacant for, over 10 years.
All prior environmental contamination from its former industrial use would be remediated and abated. So I have no doubt that this is going to be a tremendous asset.
See what happens in the sectional opener.
The rebels got off to a fast start.
The vehicle rolled over into the creek.
Definitely a case of a car accident looking a lot worse than the outcome was. Although one of the passengers seemed to be limping, none of them needed help from EMS. And I've been told that everyone involved with this accident was wearing their seatbelt.
Find out a little bit more about the company and what they have planned.
And you melt it at probably 250 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. The plastic melts, it becomes molten, and then you have a custom mold. This was a recent job we just did for the NFL, Super Bowl sizzle stick for the Rams. Didn't work out too well for them, but it's okay.
This is Jennifer Clayton here with your WKM weekend weather, where we're coming off some unseasonably warm weather yesterday, as well as heavy rains and significant flooding that we saw over the past week.
The plaque shows a photo of unknown origin of the man who gave his life for the city of Madison. According to the Madison Daily Herald, on December 30th, 1930, a man who gave his name as Frank Allen was found sitting on a chair in front of a furnace in the basement of this building. About how they deal with this almost yearly occurrence.
It's almost exactly to the day as it was last year. People that live down here know what to do.
Long in the works, now happening.
Whether it's a wonderland or a galaxy, to come up with something out of your head, to take a color scheme and just to make something come to life.
We talked to someone who was on the scene when the accident first happened.
I was just driving down Highway 7 headed towards Clifty Drive. She ended up near the ditch, and she said she did not see the other vehicle, and she said that she had the green light.
And so I wrote this song when I was 17.
And the results are coming in now. The winner of these races was the children, as usual. Thanks for watching the greatest spectacle in box racing. I guess now we must say goodbye. I'm going to miss you.
Well, goodbye.
Yep, bye, Jeremy.
How will some residents deal with their dock situation now that they're out of the water? I suppose some will just burn them down and start over.
The siren wails as the firefighters head into the unknown. At the destination, our determination and know-how come into play. With the Madison Fire Department, we go into action. But wait.
My car's been acting.
Say no more.
Leaky AC line.
They call him the Car Whisperer. He works here at Chandler Chevrolet. Find out what's wrong with your car.
Where else will you go but Chandler Chevrolet?
The savings place.
You see that guy on the roof up there? He's doing what other roofers don't do. A video inspection to show you immediately after what's going on with your roof.
She has green eyes, used to feel the skies, to which I've grown wise, the light of eyes of a black dawn.
When you walk into Bear's Furniture Gallery,
I think being close to home, being close to family.
Definitely one you can headbang, and if you like to mosh and push people, that's a good one.
Back here is where we brew the beer. So right now we have our brew equipment. We have a mash tun here where we mash the beer. Basically we cook the beer at a certain temperature, or we cook the grains at a certain temperature.
The Swiss Wine Festival is back again from August 23rd through 26th in Vevey, Indiana. The legendary country singer Travis Tritt performs on Friday night. Enjoy over 100 Indiana wines at the Wine Tasting Pavilion, Grape Stomp. Over 30 craft beers and spirits and amusement rides will take over their riverfront park. Don't miss the wonderful food, Saturday's grand festival parade, and so much more that you wouldn't believe. The Swiss Wine Festival, August 23rd through 26th. Keep calm and wine on.
Are you watching a video commercial right now? Do you have a business that could use a boost in customers? Well, look no further than here. With over 40,000 video views a month, WKM News is the premier source for advertising in this region. Make your ad serious, funny, or in between, and put whatever you want in it. Get your name out there the best way you can by advertising on WKM News.